everyone. If you're watching us on YouTube and you're enjoying our top quality content creation, then hit that subscribe button now.
Yes, you know we love being content creators, and hitting the subscribe helps us continue all of this.
It's totally free and just takes a quick click of a button, so we have no excuse not to.
Right, it's enough of that. Should we crack on with the pod?
Let's do it, babe.
You do look a bit like a mouse. A froggy mouse.
If you
Did
walk
not
past me
feel-
naked, I'd be like, put some clothes on now.
No, I'm not talking about... I'm not...
Cover yourself up, for God's sake.
I know-
Put that saggy ass away.
Recently deleted. He's all over that.
Do
Tell
like-
me I'm a liar.
I do like little receipts.
You mate.
It doesn't get any better.
Ask me anything.
Shabba.
Okay, ask me anything.
I'm going to ask you.
Okay, should I contact a girl I think my ex is dating? I know this sounds crazy, like I'm the crazy ex, but it's genuinely out of concern for her. And I really don't want her to go through what I've just been through. This man was a pathological liar and
I
went
see.
to lengths of forging documents about owning a house we were due to move into. I hate the thought of another girl going through this or finding out further down the line. One half of me is saying it's not my problem. The other is screaming at me saying just warn her for her own sake. For clarity, I have no desire to get back with this man. Help a girl out to share or not to share. That is the question.
I would help a sister out. Absolutely. I think if he's a pathological liar and forging documents, like he is one sicko. So I would just go, but you know, you run the risk of being like the bitter ex. But you know, someone warned me. I think there's ways of warning, and there's what, you know, could be warning going, oh, he cheats on you with everyone. That could be potentially seen as a bit bitter. But if he's like doing like forging documents and shit like that and lying, then that's not good.
Pathological liar doesn't sound great, does it?
Anything pathological?
What else is pathological?
I don't know.
You find your own pathological in the end, don't you?
Shut up.
So Warner, I think, was the...
Yeah.
Absolutely help a sister out.
Yeah, without doubt.
Bit of a weird one, but I once got told, this is brilliant, by the way, everyone looks like a rat or a frog, and it's true. I now seem
Your frog.
to
Yeah,
look
toad.
at everyone and decide whether they have rat-like features or frog ones. I'd be interested in what you think.
Well, I think we're both rats.
Do you? Well, I was
I'm
gonna go
struggling to
frog.
pin you. I'm struggling to pin you. Pete, no offense, I'm getting ratters. I'm sure you're getting frog off me. But I'm struggling to pin her,
I'd say
Abby.
more toad to you.
Yeah,
You're carrying a bit
I
more.
agree.
No, you're froggy for me.
Am I?
Yeah. I think it's like
'cause
a
I've got
big
fat face.
mouth, like a bigger mouth.
Oh, yeah. She's got the lips.
Like a froggy.
I could imagine it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
attacking a fly.
Yeah.
Would
you look like a
rather be?
rat?
Yes.
Well, you'd rather be a frog than a rat, surely.
No, because some mice are cute.
It's a
No,
rat.
but rat.
I look like a mouse.
You do look a bit like a mouse. A froggy mouse.
I don't know what I look like on this effing podcast.
I don't
You
know
make
why
me look
you're
like
so
an ugly
bothered.
bitch.
You can't get angry about being a frog.
No.
I'm not angry about being a frog.
Ribbit.
You are a bit angry.
And if you
Getting a
called
bit-
her a rat,
getting a bit
you would have had the
croaky.
exact... I'll be cranky. I'll be cranky.
Happy cranky. That was the funniest thing.
I'm going to take that with me and have a little
That'd
look.
be interesting. I think
I need to use that in the wild.
I think you're more
I
frog.
think it's hard
Yeah, I
because
would
we
say I
know
was
each
frog.
other. Like now, if we walk down the street in a minute, we should go like relate.
1, 2, 3, and then see what you
Frog.
both say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good game. Okay, yeah, so we'll start doing that in public then, yeah?
Yeah, loads of frogs going through one, but I keep seeing frogs. Crikey. Okay, moving on. Hey gang, long time listener, first time writer, so bear with me if this is a bit mad, but I'm hoping you guys can help, or at least give me a giggle in the process. My boyfriend refuses to let me use his ensuite bathroom. He locks it every single day like it's Area 51. The other day I asked, said, you don't need to see that. What the I have seen his undies, so I'm more than familiar with his skid marks already. And I don't understand what else he would have to be embarrassed about.
What, so he doesn't clean his toilet?
It's so annoying having to sometimes wake up in the middle of the night or after sex and run to the landing bathroom rather than the ensuite? Do I break in and risk irreversible trauma, or accept that I'll never know what lurks behind?
That is nuts.
Squat box. He's got a squat box on it.
Oh my
What do you
God.
think? What do you think he's got going on there then?
Dodgy that, isn't it?
He locks the bathroom, and the worst thing is, so they'll be intimate in bed, and she'll
She'll have to run around the landing with the towel around her.
Just no.
Something dodgy going on there, mate.
Well,
wow.
Can't be a cleanliness thing, because if he was worried about it being untidy, he'd just clean it and then leave the door unlocked. So there's obviously something in there.
Yeah. Like a personal grooming thing, I'm thinking. It's got to be on it. Hair dye, false teeth. It's got to be something like that. Because like you said...
Ball wax.
Yeah, ball wax. I wouldn't be asked about something ball wax.
Yeah, but people are strange, aren't they? They're hung up on certain things, you know, and there might be a bit... I mean, it could be something really innocent, you know, like that he just doesn't want you to see.
It might be like a germaphobe, but he hasn't clocked out, you know, or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, but it could be...
It could be, yeah.
But
It could be a dungeon. It could be a dungeon.
Regardless, you'll break it in.
I absolutely...
Yeah.
I'm breaking in.
Regardless. 100% you're in there.
I'd have been in there day one. As soon as he went out of it, yeah.
Come on, but you know, for your own safety.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than a little root.
Rooters will find, Abby. Rooters will find.
Exactly right. Listen, I think you've got to get in there.
So you don't let me in your bag?
What bag?
You
No, yeah, I'm particular about my bag, you know, like, because
it's got a certain order.
the way nuts if I go in his bag.
You know why? And it was totally fine at first, but now it's the way things are like just like left out. Do you know what I mean? Like I'll go, where my key, and it just should be looking for something, and it should go like launch it everywhere, and then like put it back in all the wrong compartments
with all different compartments. And in the front one he has X, second one he has X, third one. And it's all like organised.
Really organised.
Yeah.
It's my thing.
Not really organised. Maddie cleaned it for you the other day.
Yeah, she did.
Because you'll have wrappers in there, empty.
Wrappers? No, that's not true. My bag is
Pete, you do. You have like empty.
It is a
like
small bag.
empty, bloody
not.
antihistamine boxes and
yeah. I've got like some
empty,
like allergy control.
You'll have like old inhalers that don't work.
Yeah, it's got me.
You'll have like loads of euros and all shit dirham stuff in there.
Never know when you might need the dirham.
There's just so much random stuff in there that you don't need.
I need all of it.
Caps, multiple caps.
Well, it depends what cap goes with my outfit.
Snapback. He's got his Gucci number on and snapback.
For every outcome. And I know that if I take that bag, like, I don't have to worry about where my keys are, you know, where my wallet is, because I know everything's in that bag. I just pick up a bag and I go.
Just going back to this though, I could not cope with that.
It's a bit serial killer-esque, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, back to the bathroom?
Yeah.
No,
It's just not.
I mean, we don't even have locks on any of the doors.
Well, we do.
Also, he must have an outside lock on his ensuite. Can we just think about that for a second? Who has that? Normally go into an ensuite, it's like a bolt lock, isn't it? Or, like
or a
stress
little
lock.
twisty thing.
He's got a key outside lock that he's locking his ensuite with. That's dodge.
Maybe he's got like, you know, a big bag of makeup in there and he likes to put his makeup on or something.
Or a wig. Yeah, I was thinking something like that.
Or he wears a wig.
Yeah.
But then he would take you. He's in bed, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He'd have it off.
He'd have it off. Yeah, I don't know.
There's something going on that needs to be, and I want to know,
I'd
and I'm
the
not.
door down.
I think
So she needs to get a screwdriver, unscrew the lock, go in there, and report back.
Yeah, please.
Please keep
us
in touch.
updated.
Keep in touch. Even the word, I want to know what lurks behind.
I know, yeah.
He might have a terrapin in the bath.
A terrapin.
Terrapin.
Hey, what's that? What's that? Lyle crocodile. You know, he's got a little crocodile in the bath. Yeah, God knows, but I'm dying tonight.
Although I didn't think that was the right voice for him.
I
Shawn Mendes.
know what you mean.
Hi, Abbey, Pete and Tudor Bob Ross. First of all, thank you for all the laughs. This trio is just hilarious and I've been listening to the podcast ever since the very first episode. I've never written into a podcast before, but I feel obliged to share this as you both seem so similar to me and my wife and our sense of humour and fun. I think you'll love this game on your next car journey, although not with the kids, haha. The next time you're driving along and either see a caravan or a motorhome, put the word anal in front of the name of it and it instantly becomes hilarious. Example, anal emperor, anal explorer, anal buccaneer. What's that word?
Oh,
Buccaneer.
What does buccaneer mean?
Is it like an
Buccaneer.
adventurous fella, like a buccaneer, not like a pirate?
Superb.
I promise no motorbike journey will ever be the same again. You're welcome.
Oh, my
Thanks again for all that, Elliot.
Right, so let me just
Get a dictionary definition of that up.
let me just Google caravan names of caravans, right?
What's that camper van thing we had that you loved? What was that called?
Buzz. The anal buzz.
To be fair, it is good. I'm on you on the A's. It's unreal.
What's that camper van that we had you loved? The Buzz?
Oh, that was the ID Buzz. That was the Volkswagen.
Anal Buzz?
Anal Buzz. Airstream.
Anal Airstream?
Anal Airstream. Auto sleepers.
Anal Auto Sleepers?
Here we go. Oh no, Burstner.
Anal Versner. See, I don't find anything with the word anal in funny.
Pretty sure everything with the word anal is funny. Oh my god. Custom campers.
Anal custom campers. Can we move on, please?
One more, let's do one more. It's a good game. Freedom.
Anal freedom.
Okay, my girlfriend has a work husband who she calls Hun when speaking to him, and he sends her bath salts. And she goes on work nights out. I pick up the next day stinking of booze.
She has what?
I pick her up the next day.
What the hell?
Stinking of booze. And she says she barely drank. I'm on my phone looking at golf videos and she calls me a cheat. I say she can look through, and when I ask her the same, she doesn't let me and gaslights me, calling me toxic. Is this weird?
Toxic.
Fucking
Is
defo.
this weird?
Yeah.
Mate, it's worse than weird.
What is with these work wives thing? Is this like a thing?
hell?
Like, there's people writing about these all the time with them.
People probably just get a little bit of a thrill having a little flirt at work.
Yeah, but hold on, like getting bath salts and hold on. He says,
do you mean?
I pick her up the next day, stinking of booze, and she says she barely drank.
Does he mean pick her up
Was
the
she
next day
staying
from
out?
work?
She must be getting fucking
What the hell?
goosey loosey.
Work nights out, I pick her up the next day. So she's staying out
She's
after
staying
work
out.
night.
That's unacceptable.
Have a word of air, mate.
Wow.
You need
You've
to
got to have a word there, mate.
Become a bit toxic.
Pete and I have got very not old fashioned, just like respectful,
Traditional views.
traditional views. I think if don't do to others what you wouldn't like done to you.
Right, no, it's not acceptable.
No,
I don't
not
think.
at all.
Absolutely not acceptable. If she's staying out after all this and you've got these thoughts in your head and she's staying out, just drinking with him, not coming home. Insane.
No.
Okay, long story short, my best friend is getting married this year and her hen party is booked for June in Marbella.
Ooh,
Unfortunately, I've fallen pregnant in the meantime and my due date is the same weekend. I'm delighted for baby number 2 after we miscarried last year, but also gutted I medically can't make the hen weekend.
Medically?
My friend who arranged the booking was informed November last year to cancel my booking and let me know the cost for cancellation. She didn't cancel my booking, and I found out today, 2 months before the hen, that the company won't cancel and the cost is still full price. She's basically left it so late that it can't be cancelled. Yet I'm expected to pay for a holiday I'm not going on. She didn't even have the decency to message me directly. She put it to me in the group chat. What would you do?
The mate is also not going to be paying anything for her own hen. And I think, that's a big story, emotional story behind her getting pregnant for the second time or whatever.
No, but
I think you should go halves.
I think that's...
the hen will pay for her own flight.
Will she? I thought normally when I've been on stags, we've all just chipped in an extra few bob and just pushed sauce to her.
Nice thing to do.
The girl's obviously forgot to cancel it, hasn't she?
Yeah, but then that's her fault. She did tell her well in advance to say make sure you cancel it.
If she's told her in advance to cancel it,
Which she did.
she shouldn't be.
She shouldn't be stumping up for it.
She's having to start a new family and all that. Pull out of her. She's, it's got to be looking after your pennies a bit. She's told the mate in advance. The only thing I would say is give the spot to another person.
Yeah, but you have to. You'd still have to pay, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but if we're going on a hen do, do you want to come? One's have to drop out. Do you want the place? It's 300 quid, 400 quid.
Imagine getting that call.
Yeah.
There's a hen do tomorrow. I'd love you to come, Susan.
We've subbed you in. Susanal bum party.
30 women have already invited, and you.
It's your lucky day, Sue.
Cardi P, the Clans, and Tudor Bob Ross.
Your bob's grown
What a
out.
way to start. I actually had the cut the other day.
Okay.
So you
2 layers. Who cut it?
Oh, Meg. She's good.
I've been with my partner for around 2 years. We're getting married in August. At the start, like most couples, we were pretty active in the boudoir, if you know what I mean. However, a couple of years on, things have slowed down
I just
massively.
feel like our listeners are pure sex pests.
No, they're not sex pests. Now I go every day of the week and twice on Sundays, but my partner says she doesn't have the drive anymore. Is there anything you can do to help give her a shabba and get back to the old days? Love all the pods. Regards to your families. P. Crouch podcast listener. Please keep me anon. You fucked, mate.
It doesn't get any better.
It gets worse and worse until you eventually are just friends. Sometimes not even friends.
Are you messing? That's not good advice for a
Listener in need.
listener in need and a couple who are just starting their journey of
He needs to know
marriage
the
together.
truth now, I reckon.
Yeah, what are you basing that on?
My mates have told me. Not for us, babe. We're on fire.
Got 4 bloody kids.
Exactly,
about
4
the,
times is enough. I'm telling you. Well, I think, at the start of any relationship, it's all, I don't know. It's not that it fizzles. Relationships adapt into different things and you get a deeper love. It doesn't mean you have to be like playing the bunk beats every second of the day.
But what if one half of that relationship does want to do that?
Well, then you have to
Compromise.
Yeah,
Is there a
compromise.
Every other day.
There's a compromise, yeah. Because if you're busy, you've got a busy work schedule, you come home, you're tired. Sometimes it's nice to get a hot bath, get on the couch, chill. Well, we'd never sit on the couch, but apart from the therapy couch. Love grows. And even if the sexual side of it does slow down, that shouldn't signify anything bad. Do you agree, Ross?
Yeah, do you think it's more of like a gender thing as well? Because anyone who writes in, it seems to be like the men moaning about the women not wanting
Oh, yeah,
to be getting
100%.
the
But I
bunk
think
beats
it's, testosterone in a man doesn't waver.
Yeah.
Big choice. I've seen all them bald men knocking about.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think they still keep the mojo,
The mojo.
I would believe.
Compromise. I think it's good. You can only talk about the car and you're
I
like,
think
look.
you have to talk about it, compromise, or just deal with it. Tell them to shut up.
Yeah.
She's stressed out to death planning this wedding. Sex is the last thing that's going to be on her mind. She's doing table plans, seating plans, wedding dress, bridesmaids, honeymoons.
They're planning a wedding, are they?
Yeah.
Get out, mate.
Yeah.
Get out now.
What are you doing?
100% get out now. Not only going to get worse. You get married, it's finished.
This picture you paint of me.
I'm not saying you, am I? I'm just saying,
Me other wife.
The other wife, yeah.
no, if it's slowing down now, I'm not even married. I'm saying it's going to get even slower.
I think 2 years is quite quick to slow down though.
Yeah, I think that as
That's
well.
what I think. And also, they're not even married yet. And,
I think they need to make time for each other for that special connection. Maybe put it in the diary.
Scheduled fun. So organised fun. Go for it.
yeah.
That's the worst. Do you reckon people do that?
Defo.
Yeah?
Yeah, defo. Maybe he
He's-
needs to learn some new moves.
New moves. Maybe she's just doesn't like the fact he's expecting it. It's not just like you have to build up to these intimate moments. You can't just be like, drop your pants. You have to, I had a sex therapist on my podcast, and it's a fact that women become like scared about just even hugging the husbands because they think it's going to lead to sex.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a cuddle or a kiss anymore.
But there's so much with regards to the kids and stuff, so busy, this and that, isn't there? I don't know. Let's move on.
Let's know how you got on, mate.
Get out now. Get out now. Hi, Pete, the Clans and Mysterious Ross. Long-time listener here from the other
Mysterious
pod
Ross?
who loves this pod.
Yummy.
I like to hear it. You bring an hour of joy to me every week through tough times. Serious question. My fun sponge of a wife hates being shabbered.
Serious question.
Should I divorce her? I mean, can this marriage even survive without such tomfoolery? She's a clean freak in the house and a tramp in the car. No blue or pink rolls here. Shall I get the solicitors involved? No surprise, it's a non.
Yeah. Shit house.
You didn't write this in, did you? It's like today
brilliant.
when I got out the shower. I'm like, pet.
Wow. She died a
You
real go
come
at me
near
for that.
me?
So you're completely naked, right? And I walk past. Right?
Why are you
Obviously-
always lingering
What did
when
you
I
do?
get out the fucking shower?
Well, I mean, I was in
Well,
the
just go away.
bedroom. What am I supposed
I'm
to
going to
do?
have to start locking the door.
Like,
like a bloody-
seriously, as a man, right? Like, she's naked, right? And I've gone past. Am I not supposed to at least grab her at least a tiny bit?
Copperfield.
What am I not supposed? Like, if I walk straight past you, right? and
If you
did
walk
not
past me
feel-
naked, I'd be like, put some clothes on now.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm not.
Cover yourself up, for God's sake.
I
Put
don't,
that saggy ass away.
Look like a fucking camel from the back.
I tell you what, it's a good job I was fucking thick skin on this pod.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I didn't have thick skin,
So funny.
honestly,
Last night, Pete was on our red light bed and he had his earpods in. What you listen to music or whatever. And Pete's head nearly pokes out the end. So I started licking his head. and
She do.
he was like, Ralph, get off me, Ralph. I was pretending to be the dog, licking his forehead. And he thought I was the dog. Didn't you?
With that breath.
I don't know what that says about me. He can't smell now, so stop from the bloody breath.
going back to the original thing, I don't think you'd like it if I walked past and didn't touch you.
I'd love it.
Would you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't. I mean, well,
You say that. No. I'm on Pete's idea because I've done that in the past when I've been, sulking with someone and then usually I slap someone on the arse if I'm walking past them. Do you know what I mean?
Every time.
Like a partner, not like a
Every
random
time.
person. And they've gone like, why didn't you just spank me? What's going on? And I was like, well, I'm sulking with you so you can fuck off. So you would notice. You would notice.
I won't anymore. I'm going to sulk now.
No. Good lad.
And she probably won't miss it, but I've made my point.
A little bit of fun, touchy-feely in a relationship is good. Ooh.
You can piss off. Come in near you anymore.
Tomfoolery.
You've had enough of this now.
Please shabber
putting
me.
this away.
Please shabber me.
Hi, Abbey and Pete. Bit of a sneaky one. Is it ever okay to snoop in your partner's suitcase on
Absolutely.
holiday? We've arrived in Barcelona. He went to the pool. I may have had a quick look, and I found a velvet little pouch with something in it.
Oh my God.
Either a ring or a really weirdly shaped aftershave sample. Should I be ashamed or proud of my detective skills?
Proud. Look, you know what? I'm a router. I'm not. I've
very
I've
She's
unwrapped
gonna-
presents. I've unwrapped my friends' presents and wrapped them back up.
You cow.
Do you say wrong
We
with you?
need to know. We need a little snoop's fine. But there's the old saying, if you snoop, you will find, which is 9 times out of 10, you'll find something that you don't want to find.
Yes.
Like if I root through your phone, I'll find that you're going on a golf trip, which you're not, by the way, because I've got 10 Simply Red tickets for Amsterdam. So we're
You've got
going.
10 girlfriends, haven't you?
No, it's not happening. It's for my 40th.
Nice.
I'll be there.
You'll be there. You always find things, but you don't like me looking in your bag, do you?
We discussed it.
It's not even. I've kind of given.
What did you say?
I've given up.
It just made me laugh. We spoke about this a couple of weeks ago, didn't we?
I've given up with ab snooping. You know, like at the start of a relationship, you're like, no, that is a violation of my human rights. You know what I mean, like you knowing my PIN number, going through my phone, and
How dare you? How very dare you?
you know, yeah. At first, I was like, this is an absolute outrage. Now I come out the shower and Ab's on it, and I'm like, what are you looking at, baby? She goes, just through your WhatsApps. I go, you crack on, darling. Love you. She's like, love you too.
You look on mine though as well, you little
I
rat.
do not. I don't at all.
Oh, shut
no
up.
idea what you're up to on your phone.
I don't go proper routing, but you'll have a little glance. You got to do over the shoulder glance, haven't you?
No,
I'll have a glance at Abs, but she's like, I mean, she's going through emails I didn't know I had. She's in the junk and everything. Recently deleted. She's all over that.
Babe, put your face on that a minute.
All over the recently deleted.
You're such a knob. Do you know that?
Tell me I'm a liar.
I do like little recently.
It's all over.
I love it.
Yeah, but it's not.
She thinks I don't know.
No, but it's not.
All
Why,
over.
how do you know that?
You're going to use your face.
I've got my blower over him, right?
The thing
I'm like,
is-
why am I on the recently deleted junk emails?
No, the thing is, it's not out of I think you're doing anything wrong. I just want to know.
Just snooping through. Like, I mean, there's parts,
So
of,
you tell
parts
him-
of my phone
Can you
that
swear?
I don't know how to get into, but she
Can
does.
you swear on my life you've never been in my recently deleted?
Never in my entire life on the kids' lives.
Recently deleted
Never
them,
been.
mind yours.
Never been. I don't know how to get on my own fucking recently deleted.
That's hilarious.
I'm literally.
Yeah, but you still love me.
Well, it's just one of them. I just accepted it years ago. That's the way it is.
Hey, you three. I just need telling that life isn't over at 30. My ex-boyfriend was cheating on me, moved that slag in months after I moved out, kissed me and said if I ever cheat again, I'd do it differently. Apparently that never happened, though when I told that delight he is now with, they work together, live together. What can go wrong? I found out he took her to Wales and bought her a telescope for her birthday. That was probably to look at his penis, honey. So don't you worry. I got marbs and a designer handbag, so that's a small win. I just need some motivation and maybe a setup with Roman Kemp. I love the show and listen since day dot. Abby, life is not over at 30. God, I'd give
my
anything to be
God,
bloody
yeah.
30.
And also, what a lucky escape.
Are you
by the
30
sounds of
yet,
it.
Ross?
No, I'm 28.
28. God, I'm 10 years old. I'm 11 years older than you. Ugh.
Yeah, like that one, like that was a good escape. Life starts at 30 now.
Life starts at bloody 40 now.
You know,
Life starts at 50 now, Pete. I'll have you know.
No, but what I'm saying is like the way she should look at it is her life starts at 30, you know? It's like,
Yeah.
fuck it,
Get
yeah,
that rat. Get that rat away from
That's
you.
baby, it's still a baby then.
Still a baby.
I know.
The world's your oyster. And
Yeah.
live life to the full. And it's a blessing. You know, the world works in mysterious ways. And that happened for a reason. And he was supposed to be out of your life so you can move on to bigger and better things. And someone who loves and adores you and cherishes you.
Questions for Pete. I have a tricky situation developing in that flights to our annual golf trip are only really working for a Wednesday to Wednesday or a Sunday to Sunday trip.
No.
Up from
Whatever.
4 days.
Hang on. Wednesday to Wednesday or
Yeah.
Sunday to Sunday? Why can't he just do Wednesday to Sunday?
No, because they,
Split the difference.
We're going all-inclusive to the Cornelia Diamond at Belek in Turkey at the end of September with 5 rounds of golf, 1 night round. My quandary is when do I tell my wife? Claire and I are married 30 years this year, together from 1986.
Wow.
Personally, I like to be a good husband and always leave such news as late as possible.
39 years they've been together then.
Together, yeah, but married for 30.
Oh.
Personally, I like to be a good husband and always leave such news as late as possible, so she doesn't have a long time to fret over such a long trip.
That's
but
what
would
you
be
do to me.
interested in knowing what way you would approach this trip.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you how would approach this. So, what Peter does, we've got a shared calendar, as you know, Ross. You're included in this calendar,
Yep.
and people try and play mind games with me, and you know, I'll look at the diary every day. No golf trip. Then all of a sudden, there's a golf trip, and his instant reply is, "It's been in for months. It's been in for months," and it magically appears like a day before he's going. And then I heard him say to someone that he doesn't tell me in advance because he could get like a month of grief or 2 days of grief.
I think it was on this pod, wasn't it?
It was on the spot. Well, he goes on to say, I told her earlier about an upcoming 4-day trip to St Andrews in April, and I'm worried that having too long to think about this is not good for her health. Greetings and best wishes to your family. Another pod listener. Long-time listener to both pods, and I think it fits better into the Ask Me Anything. Alan. P.S. Abby, do you like Irish pork or beef sausages? Beef are game changers and so much better than the pork version.
Ooh. Well, I just had a load of Irish sausages. They're the best.
Pork, though, you
Pork.
would say. Yeah. Okay, we'll try beef. Apparently they're good as well.
I have had a beef sausage once.
Have you really?
Yeah, in a hotel. I like a pork.
I've never had a beef sausage. I've had chicken sausages when we've been away, but never beef.
But well, let me see about Alan here. I mean, what a lovely gentleman.
I know.
You know?
Putting his wife's thoughts
He's
first.
really worried about his wife's
I don't know
health.
how you can how you can possibly come to that conclusion from that.
No, it's an amazing. What a great husband.
I want to know why the hell he thinks it's acceptable to go on multiple golf trips.
Well, because they're happy. They're happy in their relationship.
No, she's not happy because that's why he's
She's
hiding
happy.
it from her.
He's not hiding it from her. He's thinking about her health.
Okay, so if it was that right for men to do these golf trips all the time, why is there such a fuss about all the lying about that goes?
No lying. He just said when is it best to tell her for her health?
Well, if it's an all-inclusive, why can't his wife go as well?
It's just not how they're done.
Guys only, ladies forbidden.
It's literally not how it's done. He'll get ripped for the rest of his life, the rest of his days.
You won't be invited on another golf trip either.
I don't care about that.
Well, no, you don't, but he probably does. No, I think it's a very happy medium. I think tell her so far in advance that she forgets. But when you remind her, she's reminded that you've told her.
Yeah.
That's the way you do it.
Maybe do something over text so you've got evidence of it that you can pull up.
Yeah.
You're
I
disgusting.
told you this 2 years ago. Gave you so much notice.
Why are men like
I'll
so?
see you in the
Why are you so desperate to get away from us?
No, we're not. I just, sometimes you need to just
So
go and
if
play
I said
golf.
to you, I was going,
I wouldn't be happy about it, no.
there you go. So what if I did that to you, told you 2 years in advance, and then a week before? How would you
Yeah,
feel?
but what are you going to do? Do you know what I mean?
What am I going to do?
Yeah, like he's going to play golf.
Yeah, but we could just go horse riding in Montana with all cowboys.
That's it. We want to go and play golf, and you're talking about cowboys.
No, we're going to get taught how to ride by cowboys.
That's what I mean. That is not acceptable. Taught how to ride by cowboys.
You're filthy.
What?
filthy man.
You're the one saying it.
Oh, happy wife, happy life.
Exactly. Rip.
All right, well, let's ask us anything.
Is that Ask Us Anything?
That is Ask Us Anything.
Great. Guys, keep them coming because we love it. Some nice questions today, I thought.
Yeah, some good ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mainly all to you. So if you can get some in for me, that'd be great.
Don't get jealous, you bitch.
Otherwise, we'll draft out for you now or Caravan. Then you can all fuck off.
I really want to do a pod with them.
Let's get it done.
Why don't we do Hot Girl Friday
Yeah.
themed pod?
You
We
can
said
leave
we
me
wanna get
right
Jason
out of it.
and
I'll go
Stacey
and play
on the
golf.
music.
Let me know when it's all done.
Yeah.
I love it, really.
Do you want Alfie on like spilling all the secrets?
What secrets?
I don't know. But imagine you've got the bit of dirt on you.
There's no doubt on me.
All right. See you next time, guys.